Hi, good day. How you doing? Good day. Welcome to newspaper review. It's a beautiful new week. Oh, just to a new week. I wish you good success on this week and good health too. I hope you are well, and I hope everything that concerns you is also. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Nigeria Watch family across the globe. How you doing? I hope it's a beautiful day for you already. Osagufo, how you doing? Good day to you. Thank you for being on here. Happy new week. Cheers to a new week. Thank you for being on here. Mommy Diaspora, Mommy Dearest. How you doing today? It's a new week. Cheers to a new week, Mama Dearest. Good to have you on here. To my amazing panelists, thank you for being on here. Yes, I am thanking you in advance. Also appealing to you to please take our time to like this broadcast. Also share and haba shake body to do well to support us before you click on the link or but please engage yourself in supporting us in that means. And also quickly share this broadcast, the link on your other media accounts. Yes, please do so. Do also turn on your notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet. So, Umana Pamela, how you doing, beautiful sister of mine? It's good to have you on here. Thank you for being on here. It's good to have you. It's good to have you. It's good to have you too on here. How you doing? All right, it's good to have you on our newspaper review. My name is Ima. It's good to have you on here. Please take our time to like the broadcast. Take our time to like the broadcast. Share, invite someone. Turn on your notification bell if you are yet too. All right, how was your weekend? I had a good one. It was really tiring, but thank God. I got enough rest. I got a good rest. Yes, I think that's my favorite part. I got enough rest. All right, how did you spend yours? I hope it was well spent. It's good to have you on here. Let's quickly run into the papers and see what is happening. The last time we left the papers, let's see what was happening. Wiki or Tom, the G5 governors were daring Buhari say, call out with your full chest. Call out the governors that are, embezzling funds. Of course, a man like Wiki would dare to stand tall and say, there's something about dignity, right? There's something about dignity. All right, welcome to the broadcast. Let's run. Yes, Mr. Makirabo. Happy New Week to you too, Mr. Makirabo. It's good to have you. So, Mr. Makirabo, I remember you saying that you had to cancel the family's tickets. So even you two will not be in town. You won't be coming in. All right, then Bella Naomi, where have you been? Did you still make the trip down to Nigeria? So what happens when you people come to Nigeria? You just disconnect from us. Haba, we need to, relate with what is happening on ground. So please, when you are in Nigeria, it will not be the best time to disconnect from us. I mean, because you are there, so you already know what's up. Let's relate. Let's know what's happening at your hand. Talk to us. I like to talk to you. I like to know what is happening at your end. So this is for everybody, like Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Passat. Okay, have you made the trip down yet? How you doing? This is to all my people on here, all my panelists, to the man, to my man. I'm checking up on you. I hope you're well, brother. Nice. How you doing, brother? Nice. You don't even say anything about coming home. You never buy tickets. You don't want to come and vote. But how you doing? But please, 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 if you are here in Nigeria, please don't stay away. I would like to hear from you. I'd like to know what's happening. I'd like to, let's keep the conversation going. All right, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for being on here. Please take out time to like the broadcast. The number of likes I am seeing here does not tally at all. So please match up, match up, match up. Let's do also, like the broadcast and do the needful. Okay, let's go into the papers. Daily Trust will be our first paper for the day. All right. On Daily Trust, we have here NNPC Chevron secure 610 billion naira funding to drill 37 oil wells. Buhari rules unconstitutional regime changes in West Africa. IPOB behind attack on Imo INEC office, and that's by the police. Bandits abduct 46 in Katsina villages attacks. Students, worshippers, children among victims. Imam, others wounded. Kidnappers demand new Naira notes for ransom. We have rescued 4 chasing the attackers. Okay, let's move on. INEC tracks 52 campaign incidents in 2 months. ASP stabbed to death as naval police officers clash in Lagos. Atiku Obi Kwankwaso renew pledges at Arise TV CD uh town hall. Okay, yeah, town hall. Yes, we watched that yesterday, and we'll be catching reviews and submissions on the town hall meeting. Okay, much later. Oh yes, we have the chat today by 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Do well to come prepared as we draw closer to the elections. Of course, we'll be having series on meet the candidates, reactions to parties over time. We will keep sensitizing the people on how not to make the same mistake again. Yes, on how not to make. So do well to join us. Do well to join your voice with us to raise sensitization, awareness, and do what to invite people onto the broadcast. Let's raise awareness. Let's remind this present administration what they promised us and what they are promising us again. And let's remind the other one that has been in power for years how far they have come. So please, let's not say we are talking too much or we are doing this again and again. Let us keep talking until the message is gotten. All right, thank you very much. We'll be taking some okay before we go to the papers. A big shout out to you. Okay, Mr. Makira, but that'll be nice. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Vine Maxwell, I am well. Thank you. How you doing? Amen. God bless each and every one of us. Amen. Thank you. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you. Samuel Olaka, hello to you too. How you doing? It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for being here. Hi, Mommy Diaspora. Mommy Diaspora, you have joined them to be calling me Kachi. This is not fair. This is not fair. Or is Kachi on this broadcast? Okay, Kachi, be on the broadcast. I'm giving a big, big shout out to you. If you're not on the broadcast, Mommy Diaspora has broken my heart. I don't know how she intends to make up for this. All right, but thank you very much, Mr. Makira. But thank you, thank you. Investment inquiry. Investment inquiry is your Monica. Is it in line with what you do? Let's have some talk on investment. Come give us one or two lecture. All right, but thank you to each and every one of you on this broadcast. Please like the broadcast on board. Brother Nice, a big, big shout out to you. How you doing, my dearest brother?
Yeah, good morning, Miss Emma. I'm fine, and you? How you doing?
I'm fine, Brother Nice. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I can see the energy is there. I can see.
Thank you. All right, let's take on the paper. Sky, how you doing? It's good to have you on here. Thank you for being here. Now we have in the papers that ASP stabbed to death as naval police officers had a clash. Now we know that our security entities are not in sync. On. They have this. I will call it hatred for each other. Like the military, you cannot have a policeman on duty. Some okay, like this story which we can relate to many at times. ASP. Now this story, there are three sides to this story. The first side is that of civilians, the second side is that of the police, and the third side is that of the navy. And who are we going to believe? Who's Because there are three different reports, so whose report are we going to take in a case like this? So story has it that I'll start from that of the of a civilian. Said that this bus driver is saw the policemen, naval officers, they were arguing. And I mean, all of us know, say, when police and navy, police and army, police and lasma, okay, police and lasma, they mostly work very well together. Yeah, they do a good job together. I mean, obviously for obvious reasons. But when people see them like that having confrontation, people begin to escape or run away or excuse themselves because they know, say, any small thing now everywhere don't burst. Well, that was the case, and this man said he tried to see if he can get in and let me that's fine. All right, so to see if he can broker peace. I don't even know why. Well, that's good, but I don't know why a civilian would think he can broker peace, but it happens like that sometimes. But before it will get to the scene, and the naval officer, one of the men brought out a jackknife, stabbed the ASP and some other people. At this point, other civilians got involved and they were stabbed as well by the naval officers. get me right. This is from the first recount. All right. This is from the first recount from a downfall bus driver, a civilian, and said the ASP and 3 other civilians were rushed to the hospital, but the ASP did not make it. It was pronounced, confirmed dead on Naira, but the 3 others are taken. They are being treated now. Police statement would read that they were going about. It was about traffic. It was a case of traffic, right? Either don't pass or don't pass. Some of these people think they are above the law, like when the traffic light is on, the red light is on, the military or sometimes even the policemen in uniform will just, they beat the line and go. So I don't know if at that point the police was trying to, but they say it was a case of traffic. It was a traffic fraction that brought about, that has resulted to the death of the ASP, and that the naval officers were not willing to listen, obey the traffic order or rule or law, and the policemen too were not willing, and they were pack of them were not willing to let them go, and the men got angry. That's the naval officers got angry and carried out action on them. Now naval officers are saying that yes, they had a little issue, but what they were still talking about is the other police, some maybe 1 or 2 had reinforced their other colleagues, which there might be a truth in it, as I said, that once these people start having confrontations that has lasted 1 minute, anything can just happen. So I would not be surprised if they already called for reinforcement, saying that be like say things go to change hand. Well, that happened, but the naval officers are saying that as soon as those other policemen, they came with thugs, and as soon as they were approaching the scene, they started shooting, and that's how those other people got. Yeah, the story is cumbersome because I don't even understand how you have these people and you can't even take their reports, because police over time having some case with civilians, and the stories that you will hear of them, you just know that police reports, there just can be something about it. And now we don't trust the army, we don't trust the police, the naval. Come on. And these are the people that are supposed to be securing the country. Little can be said as to why the country is like this. I just wish all of these arms can come together and see themselves as one, and not see themselves like one person is beneath the other person. Usually when things like this happen, as they say, when 2 elephants fight, right, still at the ground they suffer. That's what happens. Now you have, sadly, let's see how the stories unfold, if it is going to be like the rest of the stories between these security forces, or something different is going to come out from this. All right, a big thank you. All right, a big thank you to each and every one of you on here. Mr. Makirabo, thank you for the donation. God bless you. Mommy Diaspora, thank you. thank you very much. It's fine, I forgive you too, Mom Diaspora. Of course, I love you too. Thank you very much, Mama Dearest. Let's see what other story. Yes, well, every paper is talking about the town hall meeting yesterday, that the presidential candidate, yes, came out to speak to Nigerians. They came out to speak to Nigerians. And of course, as usual, the presidential candidate for the All Progressives Congress did not make it there. And, he's saying that he does not trust Arise TV, that they are compromised. And moreover, they have a running schedule. They have a running schedule during the campaign, for the campaign period, and they did not factor or check with their calendar before fixing these programs. All right, so that is what he said. Those are not my words. This is left for you and I to decide every time. All right, do we want another president that will not? I mean, look at the patterns are too strong for us to. Okay, we have the chat today. I will chill till we get on the chat, but the patterns are just too strong for us not to break out of it. You can't be left unaided. You have medically, you are unfit, as so is the current one right now, and your statements, they are gibberish found in your statements. The patterns are just too similar. Nigerians, I beg, we beg the rest of them now. All right, let's see. Okay, are we going to talk about what's happening in Zamfara State? Katsina State, what is happening in Nigeria, and the demand for new Naira notes. Well, in my opinion, this Naira note makes no sense if there is no means for the monies to be tracked, knowing that I was thinking, so we would rather accept these ones as one of us than the ones looting. The ones looting are Nigerians' problem. If if the law is being implemented, if the system is, the constitution is being implemented, we will not have as much looters as we have, or the looters will not have as much ground to thrive as we've given to them. So why should that be our own focus and problem, and leave the ones that is killing us, making, being a threat to our development and our safety and everything? So now they are kidnapping people, they are investing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And now they will not be demanding. Wow. Talk about opportunities that the government have given. So is this the job creation that the government talked about? The chart, we're bringing it on the chart today. We will look at the job creation that was promised and the kind of job that is currently thriving in our nation, and we will compare it. And then we will also bring in the presidential candidate that says that he intends to continue from where Buhari stops. All right, let's see what other story. Okay, I think we've taken all the stories so far. We'll quickly move on to another story, and then we'll have Brother Nice say something to us. Let's take the Sun. On Daily Sun, we have here 2023 presidential debate. Atiku Kwankwaso Obi locks on. Three perish in Delta Road accident. Atiku attacks Tinubu over foreign trip. Claims APC candidate embarks on journey to dodge TV debate. Okowa, Tambuwa, Lamido, others meet Obasanjo. Supports efforts to end AIDS. Presidency charges Nigerians. Don't use religion to divide Nigeria. National mosques imam cautions politicians. 13% derivation areas. I have no apologies. Commending Buhari. No, Wiki, no, Wiki, we thank you. We are saying a big thank you to you, sir. No, you have done well. You have done very well. Atiku's endorsements, Dogara seeking relevance, and that's by Afegboa. Controversy as NRC increases train fares from Monday, and that's by today. This story was in the news on Friday, and when the story came on into the news, NRC denied it. They say they don't have an idea what we are talking about. They don't intend to. That was on Friday, and today I actually went to check the ratings. A trip of 36 has now, a trip of 26 has now moved up to a trip of 25 has now moved up to 3,600. So there's like 1,005, 1,001, at least 1,001. So at most 1,005 has been added to all fares, and the people are crying. But why are we crying out? What are we doing? Prices of things has gone up everywhere. Fare of 200, you're paying 700 naira. Fare of 100 naira, you're paying 200, you're paying 250. And do you blame them? Today, this morning, you're buying for 250 per liter. In the afternoon, you're buying for 275. You're buying 300, you're buying 175. There is so much instability. You cannot plan yourself. Financially, you cannot plan yourself because it's not stable. You can't plan a trip. You can't, if your job has to strongly do with electricity, then there is a problem. So it is terrible that we are in this place and these people are still denying this. Okay, so today it is here. People are going to get tickets today and they are seeing the new fares. But these are the same people that denied it as a Friday. They brazenly do this, and it's annoying. NNPCL will keep telling us we have enough products. The cost for the fuel scarcity. The fuel scarcity has been going on for how long? And they keep telling us that the cost for the fuel scarcity is bad roads. So ideally, what would have taken them 3 days for a trip will now take them 7 days for a trip because the roads are now so bad. Oga, una not get products for una depot. And the what IP man is even saying, if man is saying is that they don't have products. NNPC does not even have products. They little, and when they have products, they don't give it to them. They give it to this set of people, the 20% of private owners of fuel stations, and they are the ones ordering the fuel, they are the ones selling at ridiculous price. They have to go buy from private depot, and they are also threatening that they will stop supplying fuel. And Ipman are the ones supplying to 80% of the fuel stations. So imagine if Ipman goes and the ones that has been ordering their own fuel begins to sell, how much are we going to be buying? So with the prices that we are buying now, you guys don't tell me, the government wants to really tell us that subsidy is still on. I'm looking for another story that we are yet to take on. The Imam, body of Wadi, yes, we've come close as we approach the election. Yes, a lot of sensitization will be going on. The Imam has also, lended his voice and telling politicians and parties do not use religion to divide Nigeria. Don't vote for somebody because of this, because of that. Even Obasanjo in one of the news, maybe not this paper, also saying that don't vote based on emotions. That was a viral video sometime, not sometime, just last week over the weekend, of a very respected or known actor, Olaya, where he paraded himself stark nude. He walked in his birthday suit, and he was, doing prayers at the bar beach for the presidential candidate of another party. And while he was asked, he still recorded himself being asked, interrogated by someone over the phone why he voted for this person. And this is the reason why he's voting for this person, or he did that. Because when he was sick, the presidential candidate's wife, took care of him, saw to it that he was fine and okay. Now, you think if that is the case for every Nigerian, you don't think say all of us for the vote for the person? We really should be asking ourselves these questions. Should it be personal interest? Because Nigeria is bleeding. This is the job of my panelists. All right, thank you very much to each and every one of you. If you are just joining us, please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you very much. Brother Nice, how you doing? Let's have your submission before we finish up on our papers.
Okay, good morning. Goedemorgen, goedenavond, goedemiddag. Mr. Kennedy, goedemorgen. Mr. Kennedy.
Yes, I'm listening to you, sir.
Yeah, I say goedemorgen. That is a good morning. So how do you reply? You say goed met jou. So, or you can say it in Japanese language, no problem. Mr. Kennedy. So, okay, how do you say it in Japanese? Yes. The reply. Good morning. Good morning. How do you say reply? How do you reply in Japanese? In Japanese, how do you reply?
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Okay, ohayo gozaimasu. Okay. Oh yeah, ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Okay, okay. I don't try my best.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
But it looks like you'll be the one cutting your own tongue right now.
I'm telling you. So yeah, thank you. Greetings to the panelists, those in the comment section, and the all Nigeria Watch family around the globe. Thanks for coming. You see, those police that were fighting. This is the chaos I'm telling you. Those people, they don't know their place. They don't know what their rules and regulations. That is the problem. The military don't know its boundary. The police, they don't know their boundary in Nigeria. It's just like a confused outfits that the government have put in place. It's just like, I can still recall in the NSAS, you understand, when the police were shooting into the crowd of the protesters. And the military came, and the military man were telling the policeman to stop. He should not shoot direct to the car. He should shoot up just to scare the people away. But the policeman refused the order from the military man. You know? So if it's a country where these people really know their limit, as the policeman intervened, he's supposed to listen and retreat. That is how it works here in the Western world. But that man refused. That man, he was bloodthirsty. He really wanted to kill a lot of people. He was still shooting, and he refused the order of the policeman. To the extent that the military man provoked, he went to seize the gun from the policeman, and he wanted to even beat the policeman. That's the kind of country we are. You see a security policeman bring out a knife and stab another police person. So you see the country that we live. Imagine they can do that to themselves. What do you think about a civilian? What that the people that can do that to themselves? Do you think that they will spare any civilian? That is Nigeria for you. So that's for that. The other man that went to the beach to naked himself and be saying that it's because of Tinubu he went to do that. I was just surprised. With his age, that man is still bleaching. Went to the beach to invoke the spirit of who to support Tinubu to become the next president of the country. So that man did not see the situation where Nigeria is right now. The insecurity, the killings and all that. He could not see that. It's just because he was sick and these people his wife came to his rescue. Because of that, he said he's going to naked and evoke the spirit of his forefather to make sure that Tinubu become the next president of Nigeria. And with his skin color, with his bleachy skin, a old man bleaching. I know. These people, there is problem in that country. I'm telling you. Our elderly father that's supposed to stand with the youth and said, no, this system need to stop. This suffering need to stop. We have failed in our time. We want to stand with this youth to change the system of this country. But they are still shaming us, these people. That man, with the kind body we carry, our body don't turn to something else. He still go naked. They disgrace himself to the world. Just a pity, you know. So I don't know if there is any other subject that you touched on. So I just want to touch them. I just want to bullet point them sharp and leave other people to talk. Miss Iman, there's another one that I did not speak on.
Let's see. Okay, 46 bandits has abducted 46 persons in Castina village.
Yeah,
right?
They were asking for.
They are
They were asking for the new. Exactly.
Yeah, so they'll wait until the morning. Okay, let me see even finish the story. The police have rescued 4 out of the 46 persons. They are chasing the attackers. So we don't know how long that's gonna happen, but this is not the first time. The other time, 5 persons were abducted in Zafara. Then 20 more were adopted, 20 or 40 more were adopted, and everybody is demanding for new Naira now. The government is more afraid of looters than bandits. So if one of their major reasons is because they wanted money back, should that be more of a problem for them than these ones that are taking our lives? There's no way to track this money. They're already using human beings. They're investing, like investments. When new Naira comes out, they know that they are 50 million richer. Please, you have a minute, Brother Nice, to talk on this topic.
Yeah, this topic I already spoke on this topic. The last time what I said is still what I'm going to say now. It's a misplaced priority. That is our government. That is what they are doing. The time they are using to print money, that is the time they're supposed to use to secure Nigeria, to flush out these bandits. A country is filled of insecurity and you are printing new currency. You think these bandits will not ask for the new currency? That is what I said before. You understand? So this government is not serious. The first priority is for them to secure the life and property of Nigerians. When the nation is secure, there is when you will be thinking of something else to do. You will not move to printing new Naira notes, flush out corruption and all that. But you are printing a new Naira note when bandit is busy kidnapping people, asking for ransom. And people cannot go back to farm. All their farm is being taken over by bandits. Then you are printing new Naira notes. You think bandits will not kidnap people again and ask for the new currency? That is my question for federal government. So, Ms. Ima, let me leave it right there. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Nice. Thank you. All right, Mr. Kennedy, how are you doing? Good day to you, sir.
Excuse me. Thank you. Good evening from here. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Is it
So can I
me
continue?
or Mr. Kennedy is yet to say something?
It's you. I think it's you.
Mr. Kennedy is speaking. He's speaking.
She's speaking. I can hear him.
Maybe
Sister, can you hear us?
Mrs.
It's like
Mr. Kennedy, may you continue?
I can hear you now, Mr. Kennedy.
Maybe her network. Okay, thank you for coming back. Mr. Van Maswell, I know you came here because of the nuisance, the behavior from the naval officer. So we are happy to have you here. So I know you speak elaborately on that. First of all, let me talk about the 46 adopted. It's no longer funny. People are being adopted every day, but I'm sure the elite are involved in this adoption issue and all that. Maybe they need money for campaign. You see, in a certain climb, when adoption like this take place and people are demanding for money, so our currencies have serial numbers. And MTN, Airtel, Etisalat, and I don't know the network providers they have. I think they should have bugging system, or the police department too should collaborate with the network providers to bug all this phone. Is it not phone they are using to call to ask for this money they want? Don't we have satellite? So this is very easy to trace. What is the government doing? I'm sure it is the government that is kidnapping or adopting people because they need money for election. But this is preposterous for a government to always complain that people were adopted and they were able to free fall. Where did you free the fall from? And where are the other 42? You see, the problem of this country is becoming a headache. And when you talk about Nigeria, that is why sometimes I just listen to you on the background. I don't just want to come out because it's becoming a headache. But anyway, let me go to the ridiculous excuse of the man that went to the beach to perform rituals. That is actually rituals. You see, we'll be talking about a lot of Nigerians having meta issues, and the people might not understand that that guy has a very big meta issues by going to the beach to perform rituals because he wants to vote for Tinubu and all that. Look at the ridiculous excuse because when his wife was sick. You see the poor mentality of an average African. Because your wife was sick, somebody helped your wife, the wife of the candidate helped your wife or something or yourself. So because of that, you have to, even if the guy is a leper, even if the guy is a cripple, you have to vote for him. You have to compromise a whole country because somebody gave you money to take care of your wife or take care of your hospital bills. That is ridiculous. You see, Africans are strange. I don't know. Look at what comes out a whole actor or whatever. Look at what he's spewing out of his mouth. Very ridiculous. And the naval officer, Mrs. Emma, I'm sorry to you said where two elephants fight, the grass there will suffer. These are not elephants. These are nuisance. These are recalcitrants. How can a naval officer even be carrying a knife on the street? A naval officer carrying a knife, and a naval officer has no right to beat the traffic. Actually, naval officer has no right. It's only the police in a Senate crime. Only the police with their siren, and they don't even have to overrun the light. They have to stop and make an announcement that the opposing side should stop, so that because they are on emergency. Those are the only. I haven't seen military vehicles in Japan, running the red light. It's not possible. That's a crime. Even the police, they cannot just do it unless they have to stop and make an announcement that people should stop for them to have their way because they are on emergency to save lives. How can who is a naval officer? Who is a military officer to run the red light? That is an impossibility in developed world. These people should all be taken into custody. They should be taken to jail. They are all mad people. Now they kind of used to say mad people everywhere. These are mad people. Both the Navy, the police, the Air Force, the military, all of them. They are mad people. I look at our candidate, APC presidential candidate in Chatham House, is going to is going to address who? You are going to address people in diaspora. These are the people who you don't allow us to vote. Yet you are going to diaspora to address people and probably to address foreign dignitaries or whatever. And you were invited for a debate or for a town hall meeting. You refuse to go because you are not. You know that he knows that he will go there and disgrace himself because he's going to say "bola blue blue broom broom broom." And he was going to shame himself. So that is why he decided not to go. And look at Festus Kayemo and all the other people. And look at, so you can see the mentality of black people. People will stand at the back of this bloom, and be chanting, city boy, city boy. This is somebody we don't even know his identity. We don't know where he came from. We don't know his age. We don't know anything about him. Because he changed his age several times. Look at what was published the day before yesterday. 3 types of age: 1950, 1952, 1954, for only one man. And that is why he cannot tell us the people that he went to the primary school or secondary school with, because he knows that when you mention those people might not even be from Lagos. How are we sure this man is not a ghost in the first place? Because nobody knows him. No primary school friends. Up till now, I'm 58 years old.
You go use now piece of audio.
I'm 58 years old. I have my friends in the primary school. We see me go when I go there. I have my friends in the secondary school. I have my friends in the technical college. I have my friends in the polytechnic. We see me go. We know each other. How come there's nobody that has come out? Are you sure Nigeria is not going to be taken over by a ghost? We are in a deep mess. And nobody has ever come out. And look at Festus Kayemo. Let me call him let me give him that respect. Now because he's a son. You are supporting somebody, you don't know his age, you don't know his identity, you don't know his family member, you don't know anybody about him. And you are coming to support him. Oh God. Okay, I'll stop here. Thank you very much.
Mr. Kennedy, Festus Keyamuna, a classmate, where they look for.
Okay, maybe
now one of his classmates.
Now, wow.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for coming in. All right, we'll quickly take the punch. Yes, let's quickly take the punch. But hi, have you taken out time to like the broadcast? If you haven't, please do so right about now. Please take out time and somebody should do something. Send me super sticker, super chat, anything, but do something already. Thank you very much. Also, this is not a bad time to invite someone, share the link, invite someone to the broadcast. Thank you very much. But please like the broadcast. Please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you. On the punch, we have poor network. INEC to meet NCC telcos Tuesday. Nigeria's telecom subscribers age 214 million. Marketers resort to private depots. Shortage hits NNPC. Atiku Obi Kwankwaso locks horns at town hall meeting. Bauchi Gombe fight over new oil wells. This one should just even calm down. Then all right, we have 4 oil wells are in Gombe. Boundary Commission hypocritical, says governor's special advisor. Kumani is in Gombe. Late NNPC GMD misled Buhari. Niger Delta scenario looms. And this is by residents. Matter taking different dimension. Bauchi governor will consult commissioner. Commissioner assures this is already very, very messy. All right, let's move on to Buhari 6 improved security in ECOWAS region. Federal government unveils new curriculum for varsities today. Police Arepo Estate accused of plotting murder suspects release. Zenith wins Bank of the Year award. Congratulations to Zenith Bank. Moving on to the human interest story. Oh dear. So the police on Arepo Estate, a place, oh no, a woman is said to have walked into a neighbor's room and poured chemical on him. And because they've been having issues, so that was like a retaliation or, a return attack. Poured chemical on him. He left the room. They left the room and went to meet an elderly person, a woman in the compound, and showed the woman, said, "See what this person just did to me." And the other woman told him, just shake it off and ignore her. But on his way to his room, he slumped and he died. That's it. And of course, the wife of the man that slumped and died got her arrested. Now, there is a twist to the story. The man is said to, they both attend the same church, that is the neighbors, the one that went to pour chemical on the man that died. They both attend the same church, but they've been having issues that their pastors, neighbors, landlord have interfered, but they were just unable. Apparently, they were unable to resolve the issue until that happened. The woman went to pour chemical on him. So now they are church members. She attends the Yoruba section, the man attends the English section. So now there is like the whole entire church involved in this. And then there is the other woman who is a church member that has been arrested. So the church, the estate, they are all highly placed and they are strongly using their influence to get the woman out of, situations like this. They usually will say, let's settle it. I don't know about, this one that there's a church, they are church members. So it's a new different twist. But when it happens in families like this, they usually will say they want to, take it out of, take it out of the police. They want to take it out of police. They want to settle it as family issue. And even when it involves the death of someone or molestation or rape, I don't understand how people do this. So the woman, we have this story here because the woman is calling out to the government to help her, that she's demanding justice, and that she doesn't have money to fight the case or take, get lawyer and all of that, but she's demanding justice. They said the mother suspect has been in prison for 6 months now, but they said they are doing a whole lot to take this woman out, and she's really crying for justice. All right. So Bauchi and Gombe, they are already fighting over owner of. They are saying it is our oil, it is our oil, and the question is, if which una turn now, una get am. Not be Nigeria gets the oil as it is right now, but I guess that's a conversation for another day. And they're saying it is a boundary problem, that the boundary originally belongs to the people of Bauchi, not Gombe, as misled by the boundary commissioner. And they're saying that the boundary commissioner is hypocritical and that they are going to look into it. They say all 4 wells are in Gombe. Don't forget that this is the same budget. It is stated in one of the papers as 610 billion naira has been secured for this project. So it is a big deal, and everybody wants their hands on this baby. Everybody wants to have a taste of this cake. Look at them rushing it, and I'm telling you, this particular oil well, okay, it is. It's initially it was looking all nice, coordinated. It looks like, but this one, no. The lions are out to devour this one. Mr. Vine Maxwell, thank you for being on the broadcast and thank you for your patience. Let's have your submission on the stories. Let's see if we took all the stories. Yes, we took all the stories. Sorry, just to say this out then, INEC is already working with NCC, Nigerian Communication Commission, to start test running to be sure of smooth transmission come that election day. So there's mock trial and all that running through. And this is a a good step. This is good. NCC has also Telecos, not NCC. Telecos has also assured us that network is very good and that network will not be a problem come that day. So thank you for joining us on our newspaper review. That's all the stories we have on here. Thank you, Mr. Van Maxwell. Welcome to the broadcast.
Good morning to you, Sister Ma. Happy Monday. Good morning to my co-panelists. Good morning to those that are watching us and those the comment section. Sister Ma, you see, I would like to, go a little bit on the fuel, scarcity in Nigeria. You remember a time ago when one of the highly placed NMPC boss said that Dangote, once it comes on stream, will sell on international approved rate for a liter. This is the reason why I do not know how far the refinery of Dangote has gone into refining right now, if they are capable of refining right now, because I am seeing all this, build up in order to cushion and, make you believe that it is right for you to buy it at that price when Dangote, decides to produce, refine petroleum products in Nigeria. They are cushioning your mind. They want to place you on a certain pedestal so that you will believe that the increase and any rate that they are going to sell per liter is acceptable to you. That is the essence of this, artificial scarcity. I call it artificial scarcity in the sense that for the life of me to believe that Nigeria with 4 refineries in Kamatu for how many years now, and you have a government that derives joy, in importing finished product instead of refining it. Don't you know that when you import, you pay more, and when you refine in your country, you pay less? What is wrong with these people? This is the reason why anytime I come out here and I look at most of the readings from the dailies, I say Nigeria is far, far, far away from becoming a sane country. Even those that are leading this country right now need to evaluate their head. They need to evaluate their head with all due respect. They need to evaluate whether their brains are really functioning. Whereas they do it in other way and it works in other Senate clients, you do it, it works. But when you bring the same thing in Nigeria, it doesn't work. And no, now juju be that. Now juju they do Nigerians. Look at what Nigerians did when Goodluck Jonathan increased petrol price. Why are they keeping quiet today? Why are Nigerians not on the street protesting for all this thing that is going on? But they were capable of doing it because probably Goodluck Jonathan is a Southerner. Now a different person from different side is there. The same man that made unguided statements about terrorists, Boko Haram in that country. You cannot do anything. Every day we come out here, we begin to lament. Shame on you people, I'm telling you. Now, when you go to the police officer, the Navy, you see, the government of the day, past governments, the military has made the security, apparatuses the way they are now, I mean. If you look at what is going on, you see that this security officers has no respect anymore. In those days when I was growing up, when I see soldiers those time, I respect soldiers. In fact, you hardly see them coming out onto the street. But today, they are escorts. They are escorts. They fraternize with the civilian populace on daily basis. I don't know who gave the soldier the audacity to begin to control traffic, because Nigeria is in a total mess. That is why you see people doing what they don't supposed to do. The job of traffic control is the police. What is the army doing there? And even if you are going to pass a particular place because of emergency, you must have an escort that will lead you, a police escort that will lead you. Even here in Ghana, that is what they do. You demand for a police escort or your military escort, your military police escort that will lead you, and the way will be cleared for you to move. But in a situation where you get into, fisticuffs with, other this that lead to death, it's a no-no to me. That person must be, taken to court and be dealt with. If actually the court system in Nigeria is working, that's another thing. Katsina, people kidnapped in Katsina. You remember that the Air Force people said they bombed Turuji Bello, the bandit chief that abandoned kidnapping, banditry, terrorism, and now become a chief. Who told him to leave the house before the Air Force raid on his house? And after that, what happened? If you listen to the man and what he said, for doing this thing now, that anybody they kidnapped, that the Nigerian government is now trying to abuse the peace, is it a conference they had, peace meeting or whatever they had, that anybody that they're going to kidnap now, they are putting a 24 million naira on the head of that particular person. This is what a non-bandit head, terrorist head, living. Do you want to tell me that the government does not know where this guy is living? But they were able to go to Sunday Igboho and killed some people in Sunday Igboho, in a way to arrest him, trying to arrest him. They went to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's house, killed over 30 people there just to arrest him. But this guy is still under their feet. Under their feet, they cannot get him. They cannot get this man. This is to tell you that Nigeria is not one. And Nigeria will never be one, my people. When I tell you that Nigeria cannot be one, there are so many things when you hear them speak, especially from the military, you know that Nigeria is not one. Even the military, they are disoriented. They are not happy. Most of my people that I speak to are not happy with what is going on and how things are going on in that country. But what do they do? If they come out now and speak out, they charge them for mutiny. So many of them are not happy with what I'm going. Take it from me. These guys are not happy with what is going on. That is why I'm telling Nigerians, I'm telling you people, everybody is clamoring for a day. Election will come, election will come. Pray that you have a country in which that you are going to vote. Because of, I might be wrong. They might be wrong as well. Things might change tomorrow. But the way most of them are talking today, my people, I don't see that coming. I don't see that coming. Nigeria is not one. And Nigeria will never be one. That is what I always they say the truth. All of us know what is going on. Look at how they are treating the South and look at how they are treating the North. Where is the parity? Where is the justice? Where is equity in all this? Today, oil has been discovered in Bauchi, Gombe also. They say the oil belongs to them, not Nigeria again. But oil in Bayelsa belongs to Adamawa people. Gold in Adamawa, Katsina belongs to the North. It belongs to the northern people. But the oil belongs to Nigeria. That is where I fought Obasanjo for that, natural resources regulation he did 1978. That is the problem that we are facing today. And we are in it together. People are crying. You are in your country, you cannot even have the chance to even benefit or go to the filling station and get a liter of petrol for yourself. They will ask you to queue or force you to buy it in an exorbitant price. That is not fair for the people of that country. If you know what is good for you, my people, do it and do it earlier. Otherwise, that country is going down. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell. Thank you for your submission. We'll quickly take another paper we are yet to take. That's the Tribune. On Tribune, we have printing of new Naira notes will be declared unconstitutional if, and that statement is by Falana. You might want to pick up the copy and, dig into it. Marketers threaten to shut 4 stations. Remittance to Nigeria, other sub-Sahara country continues hit, say $53 billion in 2022. That's by World Bank. At Arise TV Town Hall series, Atiku Obi Kwankwaso reel out plans to tackle poverty insecurity. Atiku speaks on how to reduce poverty by funding SMEs and properly implementing SIP scheme. Old federal government responsible for poverty level, and that's by Peter Obi. And Kwankwaso blames rising poverty on unabated security challenges. Tinubu shuns meeting. Again, hoodlums attack INEC office in Imo State. Zenith Bank wins Bank of the Year in Banker Awards 2022. Voting based on emotion will destroy Nigeria, and that's by Obasanjo. Read prosperity, how 133 million Nigerians languish in poverty. News analysis says the Buhari governors war. Outrage as train fare hike takes effect today. Abuja Kaduna resumes service amid tight policing. All right, we've taken most of the stories, all of the stories on here. Marketers are threatening to shut fuel stations. As I say, these marketers are responsible for providing fuel for 80% of the fuel stations. So if they want to shut down, they're shutting down for a couple of reasons. And they're saying they can't continue, because even at the unstable price that they are giving to us, that they still run at a loss. If they say if the government does not, sit up and do the needful immediately, that they would have to stop. Just said they're running at a loss. They will have to stop. NNPC, for the first time, I've come out to say that they are running low on products. They're running low. No, they're not saying the truth. They're not running low on products. Okay, so the IPMAN, they're also saying that, NNPCL are selling for a particular group of people, and this set of people are ordering the fuel. They're not even giving it out. So, and they're not, NNPC are not selling for NNPC are not selling for the people that are responsible, for 80% of the fuel stations. You are selling to the 20%. All right, I promise that'll be all on our newspaper review. But nice, we'll take another round on you.
Yeah, thank you, Sima. Yeah, this last one, I don't really want to speak on it. We're just really we are repeating ourselves every time on this topic, so I don't want to speak much on this. The one I would like to it's like a question anyway to Mr. Maxwell. My question is that is it a naval police, or I don't know the one it is, that they said he has a knife with him to stab the other person. Do you think that knife is not to stab a civilian before he used it on someone else? Because I don't see any reason why those kind of people will be moving around with knives. So it's just a question. I don't know if anybody have any idea to answer that.
Yeah, brother, nice. You see, the fact is this: soldiers are allowed to carry. There is what we call. When you look at the mode of dressing of every soldier, naval police, naval officers, and Air Force, there is a particular place at the right-hand side of or the left-hand side of the soldier where some provision is made for him to store in either his bayonet or anything in terms of knife. People carry knife, but especially security officers carry knife. During my own time, we used to carry knife. We put our knife, slot it inside the wallet, very close to your destiny, inside your destiny. So it doesn't matter. But when you are going, the people see what is going on today is that Nigeria is true. In fact, I don't know. When you look at it, I don't want anybody to tell me that I am insulting a Ghanaian, insulting Nigeria. Look, that is where my mother comes from as well. And I'm very, very bitter and unhappy with what is going on in that country. Majority of Nigerians has mental problem. When you look at it, look at a country with over 135 million people, more than half of the population are lying below poverty line. What do you think that will happen? And these people have families. They have mothers. They have fathers that they are taking care of. You see, there is serious problem in that country. And it didn't start today. It is a cumulative effect of bad leadership in that country. Nigerians were made to believe that tomorrow will be better. But that tomorrow comes, it becomes worse than what they used to know. You see, there is serious problem. In fact, what I suggest right now is this. For any recruitment that is going to be done, let their physical and mental status be probed before you take anybody into the security, to equip the person with weapons and so on to guard other people. Because if you are giving someone who is mentally imbalanced an automatic rifle, as in the AK-47, 30 rounds of ammunition, balls, live ammunitions, then you are arming the person to kill. The civilians will not be, safe where this person is. You see, so when we went in there, we were analyzed. I joined 1992, 93. I was analyzed at Queen Elizabeth Hospital, Umuahia, very close to Ibek. They are in Ibek. That was where we were analyzed. In fact, if you have issues, they will not take you. You see, and we did all that we did, although we had bad elements too, but it was not as it is today. See soldiers coming out stabbing people, police coming out shooting people, national security, DSS shooting people, killing people at will, as if there is no law in that country. This is where I got, I get angry. So it is not a bad thing for any security operative to carry jackknife or pen knife or whatever. No, it is not a bad thing. But the usage of it is the problem.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Bernard. But a nice round of your.
Thank you, Mr. Mansell, for that. I totally align with you for what you said. I agree with it. And what scared me most is the way these people threaten civilians. I will kill you and nothing will happen. They will tell you to your face, I will kill you right now and nothing will. Yeah. So it's crazy. They need to really go for psychological evaluation for it. It's a big problem in that country. So thank you, Ms. Ima.
All right. Thank you for that. Mr. Kennedy, please.
Thank you very much. I want to talk on the woman that is asking for justice. The woman is a Christian. Somebody sprayed a chemical on the husband, though we are not privy to the kind of chemical that was sprayed on the husband, and the husband eventually died. And he has been the woman has been arrested, and the church members are, they'll be fighting tooth and nail to make sure this woman is out. So now let me refer to Mr. Brother Nice, who always said that we should not judge. Why is a woman now, a devoted Christian, asking for justice? She would have waited for God to judge those people. So what do we say about it? That is why I said in every country there are judges. They must be judged. That woman that poured the chemical on that man must be judged. It's not about religion. The woman has to be judged. So anyway, that about that. I don't want to bring controversy today anyway. So the oil wells, they are fighting over the oil wells in the north. Like I have said before, these oil wells, they have probably started drilling, and about 6.something billion or 60 billion has been, or I don't know the amount of billion that have been invested in the oil drilling. Has there been any legislation as regards the oil drilling in the north? I've asked this question before, there has been no answer. So do they just start drilling? And these states that are fighting over the territories where these oil wells are located. So, is there any legislation that is, that has been, acted upon in the National Assembly to guide these oil wells and so on? Because there's a legislation on the NFPC, the oil wells in the south. Anyway, that's another question. Then the local government autonomy. You see, we used to have three tiers of government: the federal, the state, and the local government. Are they now saying that the local government does not have autonomy? When we were growing up, when we were doing government in the school those days, we used to study all these, three tiers of government and all that. Local government is supposed to have autonomy. If they don't have autonomy, how come we have a chairman? How come their assembly, local government assembly? We have state government assembly. We have federal assembly. So what is the buzz about this autonomy and all that? Why are they having joint accounts? If the state government and local government are having joint account, why is it that the federal and the state, they are not having joint accounts? So what is happening to our governors? Why do they want to take all this money from the local government? There's basically no development in the local government level, and these local government are supposed to be the grassroots. They are supposed to be the grassroots mobilizers. They are supposed to be the closest to the local government, the local populace. But nothing is going on. And the government, I think what I heard is that the state governments are probably taking the federal government to court on this issue. But I don't understand, what does the Constitution say about, local government autonomy? So I would like to stop here. Everything is just jaga jaga. I don't know what is going on. Thank you.
All right, since you brought that up, there was a time that the president, was going to use his executive power for a bill, to implement a bill that the local government should be getting their money directly without having to go through the states, and because that's one of the good things that Buhari wanted to do first. But of course, that bill did not make it. They fought that bill, and they took it out. So if ever we have that opportunity by any president again, I think we will do better. All right, Mr. Vine Maxwell. Okay, Mr. Kennedy.
Sorry, sorry, brother Vine. Yesterday I heard Mr. Alaji Atiku was saying they used to remit directly to the local government when he was a vice president. That the local government authorities were under the canopy of the vice presidency, and they were taken to court, and I think the governors won the case and so on, and it became a joint account. So when the money was being remitted to the local government directly, were Atiku or his government violating the constitution? This is a question that has been left to answer. Were they violating the constitution? And was there not the constitutional provision that this money will be remitted to the local government directly? If there is no constitution, directing the Atiku to remit it, why was he doing that? So I don't understand. They need to throw more light on this so that we understand, because there's no development in local authorities at all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Van Maxwell, let's have it, please.
Yeah, you see, when you come to the three tiers of government, the federal, the state, and the local government, the local governments are entitled for direct funding from the federation account. But if you look at what he said, during that time, governors fought against it because they looked at the money that the federal government is, the allocation coming from them directly to the local government. They became envious about it. They went after it and fought it in such a way that, I think they had the resultant effect from the court ruling as at that time was the joint account. And you know how Nigerian politicians do their things. If they are out to destroy something, only God will stop them from not to destroy it. And that was how the governors now begin to take control of everything. In fact, they determine if you are going to play games, because I had one in Abia State during Ojo's or Carlos' time. If you have one that is going to obey you, then they will be cutting whatever the government is going. They cut that money. They cut, if let's say they give them 100% from the federation account, their own share to local government, 100%. The governor, after this time, Atiku was saying those things, said those things, we're getting 40%. If you don't, the governor has the right to seize election. In fact, do all sorts of things. So all of them, virtually all of them, were playing balls. They were cutting corners. That is the reason development is not seen down there. In fact, Nigeria said they practice the same presidential system of government, as practiced in the United States. The United States share money at the center. Do they share money at the center, my people? This is where the problem is. Do they share money at the center? You wait, lazying about. At the end of the quarter, you go to Abuja to go and share money. What if there is nothing to share anymore? This is the kind of thing that is happening in Nigeria. When I look at it, I say, how will you be sharing money? What if there is nothing to share again? People are so lazy. That is why even with the vast land in the north, hunger is still killing Nigeria because people are lazy, waiting for that 3 month or quarterly for government allocation. People are not working. If people are made to work, till the ground, in a mechanized way, you will see what is going to happen in that country. But bad leadership, cumulative bad leadership all along has made Nigerians today, you are suffering the fate. Look, Nigeria has never even witnessed anything yet. Wait until this 35 million people living in abject poverty begin to show their frustrations. You will see what will happen in Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, Mr. Vine. Mr. Goodman, good to have you on the broadcast. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Good morning.
Okay, please, this is by George Bushell. I want to take this comment on him. It says, all this local government problems was caused by Gani Fayemi. He went to Supreme Court and got victory that local governments must be under state and has nothing to do with federal government. All right, thank you very much, Mr. George. Good to have you on the broadcast. Mr. Goodman, good to have you on the broadcast. Please take it away.
Okay, thank you. I don't agree with what George said, because if you watch what Atiku said yesterday, he said when he was the vice president that Obasanjo handed him over to take charge of the affairs of the local government or something. So he was as at that time they started giving money. The federal government started giving money. What he did was, he said they should be giving money directly to the local government from the federal level. Then later the state now, as they were doing, the state governors now protested. They now came and said the constitution. That's why we say the constitution is our problem. The constitution gave these people too much powers. They become an emperor. They become like demigod to Nigerians. I think we said the governors now said, challenge it, say no, they should stop. That the constitution doesn't give the right to federal government to just give the money directly to the local government. So they use the constitution to win their case. So what Judge is saying is not going for anything. It's the constitution that gave them power, not about courts. The constitution gave them the power. So Gani Fawemi just, he's a lawyer. He works on law. He goes by what the constitution said. That was what the constitution said, and there's no way you can win a case when your constitution that binds the country is telling you to do otherwise. If you go to court, you are going to win the case because your constitution backs your case. So forget Gani. It's not Gani. It's the constitution, not Gani Fawemi. So forget it. Very much Kwame is a lawyer. If you can only pay him to go and defend you. If he goes to defend you, you're going to work by the law. And if the law says no, this is what it is, he's going to win the case. So it's not by Gani. Gani is not. It's not Nigerian law. So that is the constitution. So what Judge is saying, forget that is not the excuse. So I came on because of what Wine was saying. I keep saying, like I said last week, the problem is I don't know if it's fear or probably we are being hypnotized by these northern people, we from the south. What is our problem? We keep keeping quiet. The vital things, the most important things, where they are doing it, we keep mute, like it's not, maybe it's fear or not. Okay, now look, for example, now, when they discover gold, they were saying this Zamfara gold is for Zamfara. We just lament and we kept quiet. Now they discover, oil. Look at them fighting over oil among themselves. Yeah, we are now keeping quiet. As if that oil is not for all of us. But if it's them, if this kind of thing is happening in the South, you will see them, they will come out and they will talk and we will listen to them. I can tell you, if this, since we are now, people are clamoring from the South, they want to go. We are all, nobody's saying, nobody's backing them. The day in northern people will say, let's divide Nigeria, everybody will agree. I don't know if it's fear or something. I keep saying it. We are kept quiet from onset. When they were dividing, when they were creating regions for themselves and states, they use the army uniform to divide states without carrying everybody along. Normally, when you're making states, to carry everybody along to create states, but they just wear the army uniform, create states for us. We did not argue, we accepted it. This is it. They registered us in Islamic distance. They know in the Islamic state. We did not argue, we accepted it. The request for Sharia, we did not challenge it, we accepted it. Abuja 89 declaration, we accepted it. We did not argue from the South. They discover gold. They say their gold is for them. We did not argue. They discover oil now. They are fighting. We are not arguing. We are talking about local government. That this is what is happening. I don't know if we are scared of these people. If we believe we are one Nigeria, why would something will happen? Why would they be doing something that we just now we are now say we want to come and overthrow them? They've doing this thing for years and we kept quiet. Now they've secured power. Every section in Nigeria, they've secured the power. And you think you can just go and stain your hand in the ink on the Saturday morning, put it in a paper and hand over that paper that you print, you're going to hand over that paper to them because they're in charge of INEC. They do what is that we keep quiet. And we are coming here to talk local government. Look at them dragging oil. But they tell you oil in Jigawa, oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. Now they are dragging their own. We kept quiet. Tomorrow now when we allow them to take the oil, we'll come tomorrow and start arguing. This will now, if it's in the South, they will argue about is it the fear or what? Why are we afraid of these people, for Christ's sake? And the only person that stood up against them, we from the South, Nnamdi Kanu and Igboho that stood up against them. It's we from the South that's even against Nnamdi and Igboho. The people that can summon courage to stand up against these people. It's we from the South is fighting against these people. What is wrong with us? Are we normal people? This is why they take advantage of us. They keep doing things and we keep quiet. We just argue, talk. They created state for us. It's not as if we created a state. After the Civil War, I can remember, I say after the Civil War, before any major thing will happen in that country, you must bring every region together and they will decide what they do. They started creating state. Abacha came, create state. Gowon created state. They are just creating state, creating region, local government for us, and we are taking it without we having representative. They gave us constitution. We did not argue. We are not partaking in the constitution. We accepted it. Everything we just accept that they do. We are waiting for them to take. Now we are saying, well, let's restructure. They said no. We said change the constitution. They said no. We just argue. We don't talk. Tomorrow if they come and let's restructure, we say okay, yes, let's do, because they are the ones saying it. What is wrong with us in this from the South? This is my problem. We keep thinking that we can go on. I keep telling people, do you think these people did this for so many years to get to where they are now, to secure power? Every section in the country, they secure power. You think on a Saturday morning, you will go and stain your hand in an ink and put it on a paper and hand their own value of paper to a Fulani man to count your vote and give you power. Is that what we think? I don't. Sometimes I keep saying we should think beyond the surface. We should think deep. The Fulani man is the INEC man, and you're going to put a paper and the man is going to phone Buhari, phone Malami, phone these people has removed us from power. They've removed Pantami. They've removed all of us from power. They will remove us from the military. They're in charge of the military. They're in charge of the police. They're in charge of the custom. They're in charge of immigration. They're in charge of everywhere. They are in charge. Okay, on Saturday morning, you're going to remove them. They will now phone themselves, say, these people have taken us out for power. They're going to take all these things from us. You think it's that easy? These people plan this thing for years before they get to this position. And we kept quiet over the years. Now they tell you the local government is our problem. The constitution is your problem, not the local government. Not is a problem. These people they are restructuring Nigeria before our eyes, and we all kept quiet. And anybody that want to stand up against them, is our fellow brothers. They will give them little money. They will start fighting against that person that have the balls to stand up against these people. I keep saying the only person they fear, they've not, the only person they fear, I'm sorry to say, is Nnamdi Kanu. They don't think, because they say every Igbo man is corrupt, every Igbo man likes money, but they cannot bribe this man. That is why they are shocked. That is why they go to kidnap him. They are saying, who is this kind of man that they cannot buy over? They're supposed to stand behind this man and say, no, this man that stood up for these people that these people are afraid of, that say, I cannot take bribe, I cannot sell my people because of money. They are shocked that an Igbo man will not like money. Because this is what they do. They've promised them they can't heaven and earth. The guy said, no, I'm going to stay here until anything happens. And we are saying, this is what we should grow balls and stand up against it. With this oil now they are dragging, we should put our eye in it. Because if we don't put this oil now, if we leave them now to fight over it among themselves, we are not fighting that oil. We should be fighting too. As they are fighting, we should too come up and say, no, this oil is not for any state, it's for the country. But we are not saying it now. They are fighting it for states. When we start fighting it for the country, we're keeping quiet. We are talking of local government where they are fighting for oil. Now, and the oil they are fighting for, where are they going to get the money to develop to drill the oil? Is it not from the south? The money they will use to drill those oil before they start making money, is it not coming from the south? And they don't want us to partake in the oil. This is what is happening. They take money and drill the oil. When they drill the oil now, they start making money. We say, they say it belongs to them. We say, these people that they cheat or then they cheat. What are we talking about? Please, let's just wake up and start thinking from the south. We are human beings. It's only a tree. Even animals react. Animals react to certain things. They don't just do things like this. We keep quiet. And these people are just taking advantage as if we are stupid. Okay, look at what is happening now. These people they will not even respect us. Look at Tinubu coming out. First of all, they sold Buhari, a sick man Buhari, to us. We bought it. They will not respect us. Now, they are selling a sick man to us and people are buying it. How will they respect you? They will say we are educated, we say we are intelligent, but we are accepting Tinubu, a sick man. So you think a northerner will not respect you? Say, look at them, they say they read book, they go to school. We sold a sick man to them the first time, they bought it. Now they're selling another sick man to them, they are buying it. Look at us, Yoruba fighting other part of Nigeria, that Tinubu must go there, a sick man that everybody know. You think if I'm an Hausa man, I will respect you people? I sold Buhari to you, a sick man, you bought it. Now I want to sell another sick man, so you want to buy it. And you respect me as an Hausa. If I'm an Hausa man, I will respect you. Go to school, go to anywhere you see, but the way you reason cannot make me to respect you if I'm an Hausa man. Because I can't imagine. Buhari is an example. It's not like it's foul. This is about 8 years ago. They sold a sick man to us. Now they are selling another rich man. So people in the south are fighting for this man to get in there. And we say we are educated people. This sometimes when I think, I say, are we really thinking? I'm not talking of the northerners, I'm talking of southerners. That's why they don't respect us, because we don't stand up against all this rubbish. This oil, you see this oil that they discover now. If we fold our hands and we allow them to use their rigmarole fight against themselves, they finalize and get it. There's no way on earth you can put your mouth in that oil again. Never. If you don't put it now, you can never again put your mouth. You will be surprised that we're taking oil in the south and taking oil in the north. You will not partake. Where is the gold now? When they were saying Zamfara gold is for Zamfara, we kept quiet. Now, where is the gold? My brothers and sisters, please, let's wake up. If we still want to be in the same country, we need to be standing up. Now, which kind of fear is this? Person died but once. This is what they do. They use terror to frighten us, instill fear in us, use terror. They kill 1 or 2 people, everybody begin to panic. If we want to fight, we fight. If we don't want to, let's break up. If we say we want to be one Nigeria, let's then stay down, fight for this one Nigeria. But they come, they terrorize people, everybody start to panic. Hey, don't talk. You see that the other man talking in channels, they just arrested him. Hey, please don't talk. All the journalists, everybody are scared to talk. Everybody scared. This is what terrorists do. They terror. That's what they call it, terror. They carry few people and terrorize them. Kill few people. So the rest of people that is watching, we start to be scared. That is what terror means. That's why this Western world said that no matter the terrorism, it cannot change their way of life. That's why they continue to live their way of life, because that's terrorists want you to change your way of life, your way of reasoning, your way of thinking. But to defeat them, you maintain your way of life. That's the way to defeat terror. But when they terrorize you, you begin changing your way of life because of them, because of fear. They've captured you, and this is what they do. They've captured us. They've captured us from the south with terror, with fear. Until we begin to grow that voice and stand up. Man die but once. Why are we scared?
All right, Mr. Goodman.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. If you're yet to like this broadcast, please take a second to just, tap on the thumbs up. Take out time to like the broadcast. Do well to turn on your notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. This is our newspaper review. We begin by 10 a.m. and my name is Ima. I am here every Monday through to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. I am also here Mondays and Wednesdays by 1 p.m. like today on the chat. Yeah, the chat. Yeah, you'd like that session. Also join us for our discussions every Monday to Thursday by 5 p.m. We have a debate every Friday, 6 p.m. debate. You might want to join in early and pick a spot on that one. So see, just on your notification bell, we have broadcast Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m. Do well to turn on your notification bell, all right? Okay, so to my people, have fun now, eh? There's no support coming from you guys. How do they? All right, so do well to show some love, please, 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 please. Do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. Let's take this comment. Judge Blueshell has said a lot on the comment section. So he says, this is for you, Mr. Goodman, I'm sure. It says, my brother, this has been long planned. We fell for it by going to civil war. We lost and they took all the essential powers. The West wants it that way. Okay. So that's on that topic. So
sorry, let me respond to that guy. It's wrong. This is we went for what mean by we fell for it? We went to war. You're not going to go to war to fight. When we went for war, why you other South Nigeria did not support Biafra? If they are support, if other people don't fight against them, fight against the Biafra, would they have won that war? We would have won that war. We would have a better life for ourselves. We say we went to war for which war for it? You think you can just get power without fighting for it? You fight to get your power. You take power. This is the fear I'm talking about. This is the kind of fear you come and you talk. We went for war and fear. People don't fight war. Is Ukraine not fighting war? What is wrong with people that tell you fight for war? We fight for it. People, other people gang up against and fight against one region. If the war comes now, you think anybody's going to fight against Biafra? We're all going to fight against Fulani and we're going to defeat them. Please, let's not. You think Yoruba will not fight with Fulani, or you think the Middle Belt to fight with them, or you think even the Hausa Christians will fight with them? If they do that now, Fulani will deal with them because nobody will fight alongside them. So don't tell me that we fell for it. This is what.
Okay. All right, Mr. Goodman. All right, Mr. Goodman. All right, moving on. A big thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your time on here with us. If you're watching the replay, how you doing? Okay, so yeah, it's good to have you on the broadcast nevertheless. All right, please do also like this broadcast before you leave. Do also like the broadcast. Thank you very much. And also you have an opportunity to support us by clicking on the super thanks option just beneath the video. So please do well to support us. Thank you very much. To my amazing panelists, thank you for another day. Thank you so. Very nice. I come to you real quick for your final submission.
Yeah, all my people, they have said it all. Mr. Goodman, your message is well received. We need to put this. I thought of it, but some people, the same Nigeria, even in this platform, some of them will tell you, "Oh, you are inciting violence. This, that. Defend yourself. Fight for your right is not fighting. It's not inciting violence." When I talked of it here, some people will say, "No, you are inciting violence. This, that." Look at Iran today. It's just only a lady that took to custody all those immorality police. They took the lady to custody. The lady died in custody. That's what caused this revolution today. But we are scared to hold our our leaders responsible, especially we in the South. We even have the same people. When we try to make any move, the same South will be fighting you. You know, there's a lot of sabotage in the South part of Nigeria. That is the reason why we cannot defeat this Fulani people. It's going to be very difficult. So let's wait and let's see if we can make any change through this bylaw boss. If we cannot make any difference through this bylaw boss, then we will know what we'll do next. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy.
Sorry, Mr. Vine, please, could you take my place? I'll come after you because I'm on the road and the road is kind of noisy.
All right, sir. Mr. Vine.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goodman. May God continue to bless you. Whatever that happens to Nigeria, my mother is from Abia State. Whatever that happens to Nigeria affects my cousins, my uncles, aunties over there as well. I feel for them on daily basis. That has been your position, what you just said today. This sermon that you preach here, this gospel that you preach here today was the same tone that I was using. But when you go to the comment section, they will tell you are in Ghana. Just imagine that Ghana boy coming here to insult Nigerians. And for some of them, they failed to understand that I was a military personnel and I served to protect that flag for 18 solid years. And 5 of them, a majority of them, was outside operations. I did not spend 2 Christmases in Nigeria. They were all outside operations. You see, so when we see this thing and we say it, people will begin to, condemn you that you are. What is worse than inciting violence, if not carrying automatic rifles that has a killing range of 300 meters and a maximum range of 1.8 kilometers, 1,800 meters, for non-state actors to begin to kill people in their farms? Is that not enough to raise havoc in that country? And when you speak it, you see, for me, Mazen Namdekano and Sunday Bohu, if things were right, you won't see them agitating. But as long as it is like this, my people, the 2 hands that is on your body, decide the one that you are going to use to place under your head. If you think that you are going to make any change in democracy, if at all Nigeria is practicing democracy, through this constitution, you will never get that. Because that constitution is carefully designed to malign anti-South. Go and read it and you will know, you will understand where I am coming from. May God bless all of you. Thank you, Sister Emma.
All right, Mr. Vine, thank you very much. Mr. Kennedy, do I come to you?
Yes, thank you. I quite align with the speaker that is asking us to take the bull by the horn. He's 100% right. That is why I've always been supporting Nnamdi Kanu. Even I've always been his a very close fan because he was saying the truth. I pray God that one day he will be out and everything will normalize. Special greetings to Mr. Vine Maswe for having served our country. So those people that are trying to malign him, I think they are ignorant. In civilized world, we respect ex-servicemen. They are put they are always given the first chance to, first opportunity to take anything from the society. So special greetings to you and thank you for having served my motherland. For the guy that spoke about,
God bless you, Brother Kennedy, and may God bless you too. Thank you, sir.
For the guy that spoke well about, we taking the bull by the horn, that is the right thing to do. But let us see what go according to Brother Nice. Let us see how it goes during the next election, come 2023. Let us see how it goes, and from there we know what to do. We are definitely going to take our country back from these blood-sucking demons. Thank you very much, and God bless you. God bless Nigeria Watch. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you. Please do also remember that we have the chat coming up by 1 p.m. Nigeria time today. I'm inviting each and every one of you. Okay, so I know I still have Mr. Charles. Mr. Goodman. Okay, let's have your final submission.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for understanding with me. It's not like I'm just we from the south. I'm just passionate about the southern Nigeria because we are suffering because of these people. We suffer our children because of them. Our children will pass jam, pass like we say no, stay where you are. Let those people from the north because they are not well educated. Let them that score 10%, 20%. Let them go first. So we are just depriving ourselves of so many development just because of them. For how long? That's what I'm saying. We southern Nigeria. I'm not against any northern person, but look, if they want, they should. If they want better life, honestly speaking, if these people genuinely want better life, they should step aside and let the southern people take over Nigeria. Who prosper Nigeria, but they don't want to step aside. They are fighting over power with us. So okay, if they want to fight over power, let it be equal. Don't say that your child will take 20% and go to university. Why my own child will take 300 cutoff mark to go to university? So let it be equal. But if you can't do equal, then step aside. Let's fix Nigeria for you. So I'm just a we Southern Nigeria. My own is, please, let's just wake up. Let's think together. Our Yoruba brothers, please, Tinubu is sick. Push him aside. Or just support the man that you think can take you forward. If Tinubu is sick, why they sold Buhari to you? Sick man. That should be like, that's just a template. I'll see how can a sick person rule Nigeria? Then they're selling Tinubu to you. Forget your tribe.
All right, Mr. Good.
This is my advice. Please let us sit up and do things right. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Charles, how are you doing? Good day to you, sir.
I'm okay, Sistema. How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, so you've heard everybody's submission, so I'm sure you know what the topic is
Yeah,
about. Okay,
yeah, yeah. Honestly, it's been a long time. Stop communicating. Yeah, but I normally sometimes I do this thing, and because of the kind of job I do, sometimes I'm always busy. You see, I love what our brother just the last person that just comment. You see, in Nigeria. When I say Nigeria, uh, is when you say North, there's nothing like North. All we have is Fulani as in the South. There's nothing like the North. The Fulanis have succeeded in making sure that there's nothing like North. It is there. And they are extending it to the South. And in the South, we have our greedy people. And again, it's not like, you see, I'm not against the Yoruba, but honestly, one of the problems we have in the South is the Yoruba because they think Lagos is their own. If any other part of southern Nigeria got the blow, it will affect Lagos. So these people are willing to use Lagos to make sure that they cage them by by trying to let them know, oh, we are willing to work with you to make sure that you keep Lagos and give us whatever you want. It's not like that. Like I could remember there was a comment P2B made concerning what the supporters of Tinubu, the message they sent. People started talking about it. You see, that is truth. Yes, that is truth, absolute truth. Yes. If our people in the south we join hands together, we can defeat these people. There's nothing like Northerners, there's not a house that the people we're fighting with is the Fulanese. They have taken over Nigeria, taken over all the positions in Nigeria, making sure that anytime there's any appointment that is coming to North, they position their own people. Look at now, the election is coming out. The election is coming. Who are the people that are contesting from the North? The people of these deputies is Fulani. I think it's a Fulani. Bola Tinubu's deputy is a Fulani. NNPP presidential candidate is a Fulani. So where are the North? This is what they are succeeded in doing to make sure that there's nothing like other tribes in the north. It is to be only with them. And they came to the south. They buy these greedy people from the south that doesn't care about their own. Tinubu, we are here talking. When they killed the older man, the oldest man daughter in the Yoruba land, did Tinubu say anything? Instead, what he said was, Evans is not a kidnapper. Instead of you to condemn what happened. And this is what is happening today. Nnamdi Kanu is in the jail. What did he do? Because he said no to nonsense they are doing. He said enough is enough. He told them face to face that no, this will continue. And they came to the south. They buy some people from eastern governors. They use it against him. The Sunday Igboho raised up in the Yoruba land because Tinubu is so ambitious. He will want to do everything to become a president of Nigeria. He don't want to say anything because he wants to be a president of Nigeria. This is the problem we are facing in Nigeria. Nothing else. If the southern people will come together, the Fulanis will defeat them and we take over Nigeria. But it can't happen. So let's be managing ourselves. And again, we Nigerians, we are not ready to die. Because if we are ready to die, we will say no to all this nonsense. But we are not ready to die. Every Nigerian wants opportunity. Because I have someone who is connected to, who is connected to someone who is related to the people in power. So if the person is doing evil, I will protect him because I see it as it's my time to make it. That's another problem we're facing in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your submission and thank you for coming in, Mr. Charles. I hope you join us for the chat coming up by 1 p.m. today. Thank you to my panelists, each and every one of you. I hope to have you much
System,
later. Yes,
system.
sir.
So please, sorry. Just give me just a few seconds to say this. You see, I'm sorry about this. You see, there is something I would like to. Some of us, the veterans, we speak to ourselves, both Hausa, Yoruba, the Igbos, and other, the tribes that are veteran, retired, military officers, from different ethnic groups. So we speak to ourselves. There is something a friend of mine told me from Katsina. He told me he is from the real, where the caliphate seat is. These guys said that the caliphatism has been, sealed in Nigeria. That's what he told me. Caliphatism has been sealed in Nigeria. That they have taken over everything, all the facets of government departments has been taken over by the caliphate. And whosoever they put there is their prodigy or their stooge. That is what this guy told me. That the only thing that remains for them to do, and that is what they are battling right now, is to set their foot soldiers all over the country. And you can see it as it is playing out, Systema. You see the movement to the southwest, southeast, south. You see the movement. You see how it is going. You see, these are some of the things our people in the south must take cognizance of. Please, this caliphatism is not a joke, and it is going to happen, whether we like it or not, because the power has been taken over. It is now controlled, and whosoever they decide is who they are going to put in there. That is why I am telling you of 2023 presidential election. It is going to be very, very difficult. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
All right, Mr. Vine Maxwell, thank you for that. Okay, if we follow that expose, you just would keep us here on and on. We have to run because we'll be back here by 1 p.m. We'll be continuing with conversations. This was just our newspaper review. Do well to join us by 1 p.m. today. We'll be talking about a whole lot of issues. I mean, you guys saw that man that went butt naked, taking prayers or incantations, if we say. What? We're talking about that and more. We'll be bringing some things to you. Do well to join us by 1 p.m. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you by 1 p.m. Until then, please stay safe. But do want to join me, turn on your notification bell because I'll be right here waiting for you. Until then, stay safe and bye bye.